Hello there. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore Island Life. We're now on episode 9. And we're doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good indeed. A couple of updates. We built the auto brewer. Or one-touch brewer, I should say. It's most of slight adaptations for our world, but the original design. I forgot to link this video in the description, so I will make sure to comment and link that original design by Silent Whisperer. So that's that one-touch brewer that we're running there. Works very well and very effectively for what we need. And then we also built a XP farm. So I was able to just keep rolling enchants. So now we are in full protection for armor. I don't have all the fancy enchants. I just got the basics for survival. Got a pretty good sword though. Mortis. Fire aspect 2, sharpness 5, unbreaking 3, looting 3, knockback 2, and mending. Decent pickaxe, axe, and shovel now as well. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'll quickly go over to the XP machine, because I said I was going to build it on camera, and then I got carried away, and then I ended up building it off camera, but very simple mechanics. This down here is special to Bedrock Edition. It's called a Trident Tumbler. I call it a Trident Tumbler anyways. No idea who originally designed this. It's been around for a long time. But essentially how the Trident Tumbler works is you throw as many tridents as you want, really. I'm sure eventually the game doesn't like it, but I got 3 tridents in there, and then you just turn it on, and then there's a observer and redstone torch system. So when this piston retracts, it updates, and the observer's face, and then the net sends that signal around and around and around. Very simple mechanic. And then because it's a player thrown trident times 3, it counts as like a player unaliving the mob. So that's pretty good. And then how that works and what we are unaliving is there is armadillos, and when they are scared by a mob, which is that guy behind the cage there, our little zombie friend. So what he's doing is scaring the 2 armadillos. I had 3 in there, but the machine was running so effectively that the 3 tridents couldn't keep up to how many silverfish were dumping out of this thing. Anyways, I digress. So the armadillos are in this composter, and they can fit inside there, and then it holds, the composter is low enough that they get kind of pricked in the feet by this cactus, but because they're being scared by the zombie, they're balled up in their defensive position and they can't take damage. But the game thinks they're taking damage, but they're not actually taking damage at all. So then we hit them with a splash potion of infestation, and then because the game thinks they're taking damage, it will still activate the infestation, which will dump out silverfish, which will fall down, and then into the Trident Tumbler, where they will be turned into XP for us, which will keep our gear fixed. My tools aren't that broken, but I guess we could run a little test And then yeah, we just click this button once and it sends the prepared ones down and then starts immediately brewing another batch. So we take our prepared bottles, and I could automate this. I'll eventually automate this part here. And we put them in this chest, which feeds it into the dispenser or dropper. Dispenser, which shoots it into that metal bar, which splashes them, which makes the whole system run. And then because this potion is 3 minutes long, it dumps silverfish for 3 minutes. So we'll run a little test just so you can see how it works. Click our button, you hear the splash. Now the silverfish are pouring out, and we turn on the tumbler, and you can see that they start turning into XP. Now they just like, kind of dump out, and then get collected down here. And then we just stand here, and then because pistons are technically not invisible, what's the word I'm looking for? Transparent, because pistons are technically transparent blocks when they're operating. The XP is technically allowed to escape, but the silverfish are not allowed because it's still technically a solid block, but it's not. The game once again considers it transparent when it's operating. So every time this piston pushes, the XP is allowed to escape and we collect it. So what I do is I let it collect, and then I would come over here, and then we would enchant some gear. If we didn't like the enchants, we just disenchant the tool, and then come back, pick up some XP, and then rinse and repeat. But I would do that like while I was down at like level 30. Now I'm like, we're going into like level 55. But it's pretty fast. Like I got myself down to 0 levels, and I let this thing kind of like run for a second, and then I ran in here, and I was level 30 in like seconds. So it was very effective machine. But yeah, it's gonna do this for like 3 minutes. And another thing that's nice is like you can like let it run while you're like over here, and it'll still unalive all the silverfish. And then because it takes 5 minutes for items and XP to despawn, the machine will kind of be done running its course, and then you can just come over, turn it off, and collect all the XP. It's another little nice thing. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty loud to like be over there because pistons are running and the silverfish are so squeaky. Yeah, that's how the XP farm works. But we're not too concerned about XP right now. It's mostly now that we got really good gear. There's a couple more tools I want to get, but that's for another time. I want to build the gold farm, and I'm thinking of building it right there. Oh, also, we got bamboo. But yeah, I want to build a gold farm right there. I think it'll be a decent spot. There might be some issues with the linking up of this portal, but we can just build ourselves another portal for that to link up to in the nether. Not that it really matters, to be completely honest. I probably won't worry about synchronization too much. But yeah, gold farm, very easy build again. A lot like the iron farm here. Essentially, we're just building big boxes, and it's actually a lot less blocks than yeah, we'll go sleep and let them get tumbled around a little bit more. Also expanded the actual gardening area, so we got wheat in the front there, and then it's moving into carrots. I like it. Looks fancy. But first and foremost, before we go building, actually I have to go and collect some more material. And I only, also to be completely honest, I just got this Silk Touch pickaxe. And the reason for that is I want to go and mine some stone so that we only have to send it through the system once to get smooth stone. Because we're in the mid game now, and I should only have to smelt stone once, especially when like furnace fuel is one of our like hindrances. But yeah, things are looking very solid right now. To be completely honest, like we could go and attempt the dragon fight, and I'd feel pretty confident that we would get it beat. But then there's this other side of me that is like, you could be eating just golden apples. Why don't we go for that? And if we have a gold farm, and we have lots of apples already, never mind actually farming for apples. But I definitely see a trajectory in the future where we are always eating golden apples as a food source. At least we're at least gonna for sure be munching on golden carrots all the time, but I want golden apples to be expendable enough to us that we can just munch on them all the time. And then we can look into building a raid farm. One of my playthroughs, my raid farm got me was the reason that the hardcore world ended. But I was like trying to build a raid farm on like, I don't even know, it was like day 23. I was barely in iron gear. Did not have an iron farm at all. I was like, oh, go big, go home. Let's build a raid farm right away. And I did get the farm built. And I got the, as well as the other farm that to get the ominous bottles. So I made like a raid captain farm as well. So like that all went well. But then as soon as I was like, oh, I'm gonna end stream now, we finished building the farm. And I was like, no, you know what? Let's fire it up. Let's test it out. And then literally on the second wave of the raid, I got absolutely humbled by one of those evokers, or whatever the magic guys are called. Just hit me once, and I was seeing the danger, and I was getting out of there. I was trying to run. I was heading for the exit to the farm, but he like hit me once. I went down like, I don't know, 7 hearts or something. I guess we can collect this. I'm going around it. But yeah, he hit me once. It was like 7 hearts. I was like, oh man, I'm out of here or I'm dead. And then sure enough, he hit me again, and I got unalived pretty fast. And then it was just like, rip, playthrough over. But now that we're in, like I said, I was barely in iron. We're in like full, come here. We're in like full protection 4 diamond gear now, you know? I'm pretty resilient now. I know it's not netherite. Yes, one day soon enough we'll be in netherite. But like still, prop 4 diamond armor is still goated. Come at me. I know. Netherite gives you that little extra bit and gives you that knockback resistance or whatever you want to call it. And it don't burn up in lava. So you're not all boo-hoo when you fall in lava. But that's what potions and fire resist is for. I do have plans. Not right now. Right now, it was get that proc 4. We had to get that proc 4 armor. But I do have plans to get another set of armor that's got 2 pieces of fire resist and 2 pieces of protection, because I'm 99.9% sure that with just 2 pieces of fire resistant, you're basically lava proof. Yeah, you'll still take damage over time and stuff as it goes on, but you can pretty much go swimming in lava, and then all you do is chug a fire resist potion, and now you're 8 minutes of swimming in lava, you know? So I definitely want to make like a quote-unquote like nether set of armor for when, but we're talking, that's long game. That's long game. That's like we beat the dragon a couple times, we've beat a wither, you know, stuff like that. When we're building wither skull farms in the nether eventually. But yeah, down here, chewing away at some stone. I guess we could go up with a wave and start smelting it. Ah! Yes. Eat some steak. But yeah, I definitely want to get to a point where we can just be munching golden apples. I think that'd be funny. Like I said, the farm is, and I'm being picky, like we could get building right away, but I want it to be done in smooth stone. I'm sorry, I'm a redstone farmer at heart. I'm not great at redstone, you know, but I'm good at thinking logically. So like when I built this thing, you know, I started with the trident tumbler and I built my way up. Like you always want to build your machines kind of backwards. You want to start with your sorting system, and then from your sorting system you want to go to a collection zone if you need one, say in like some sort of like mob farm, and then from your collection zone you want to go into the like logic of pathways, if you will. So like, are you moving these mobs at all? So setting up tubes for water, elevators, or what have you. And then you want to like end with the actual initial mechanic. So like when I built the iron farm, I started with the collection system, moved into the lava unaliving chamber, then built up, then built the spawning platform where I was going to catch the golems, and then I built the leaf layer on top so that I could bring in my villagers. And then your farm is complete from head to toe, and so when you activate it, when you get to that last step, which is the first mechanic, it's ready to go and turns on right away, and the whole system is ready and anticipating, you know, the labor, if you will. So that's how I like to build my machines. I always like to build them backwards. The same thing with this. Like I started with the collection, and then you just work your way up. Like started with the collection. This one's kind of multiple parts, because like, yes, brewing is the main function, but the brewing doesn't begin until the logic works its way through. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna build and that's actually quite a bit of stone already. And I already did the labor of getting the obsidian. Went down to the mine, and because I found a lava river before. What else do we need? We need observers. We need a button. Ooh. Sticky pistons. I didn't think of sticky pistons. Ah, man. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's a problem that we can solve. Also, I need to get these blaze powder out of my inventory. Put it in the project chest because it is a project. We need to get ender pearls and then use blaze powder and ender pearls. Make eyes of ender. Make a end chest, definitely. And then, of course, a couple more for when we go and find the stronghold later on. Not this episode, but eventually. So, want some stone. I guess we can start building some of it. You see, and then I get hit with these kind of predicaments because, like, we could start it. But then I would want to completely finish it and to be stuck on one piece of slime. Because I'm not great at redstone and I just know that sticky piston move up and down. Sticky piston good. Unga bunga. I like sticky piston, we need it. Well, I think we are going to our magic map. Magic map. We're going to the magic map. Magic map. Where's the slime chunks? Magic map. Tell me where they are. Magic map. Do 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 do. Alrighty, let's hope that there's one somewhere down. Oh, there's lots below us, it looks like. Alright, what are our coordinates? Negative 375, negative 1036. Yeah, there's actually one really close to us. But how? Excuse me. Slime chunks below Y40. Okay. Well, down we go. Below Y40. Which is good. I think we're just down at that level. Okay, so negative 377, negative 1040. Oh man, we're actually so close to one. 384. 384 and 1056. 384. Oh, we just happen to be mining in the right area. 384, 1056. This is one corner. Hold up. Yeah, 384, 1056 is 369 and 1041. 369, 1041. $10.41, 369, 1041. So here, excuse me, from there to there is the slime chunk, kitty corner. So we want to clear out all this area in between. And this will now be our little slime farm that we'll use like one time. Cool, that means it's like right by the ladder. So don't even have to go far. And I'm looking and there's places where we could get like a triple slime chunk area and make a really huge efficient farm, but like I am literally going to use like not very much slime. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll be humbled and someone out there will open my eyes to how ridiculously overpowered slime is in Minecraft. Alright, so that's square, that's square. Should we chew it? Yeah, we'll chew it one down so we can kind of see that definition better. Like nice clean edges. Oh yeah, it's like right in front of her. Oop. Sweet. I think it's any light level, so eventually we'll light this up. I'm going like I'm going way overkill for like how much. Oh man, it's okay. It's for efficiency. Ow. Yeah. This should let a few, at least, I don't know, small. Well, I guess it's 3 wide now, so we should even get tall ones. But we'll have to take a little jog down the mine shaft there. So that way we're 30 blocks away from this, and then hopefully some slime spawn in, and we can get a couple of slime balls. Yes, I know I could like clear this out, but that's fine. Okay, so what's... We'll go 150 for easy math. 150, or 1050. We'll go 30 blocks away, so we want to run to like 10... There we go. That should be good. Give it a couple of seconds. Maybe we'll be able to spot one jumping in our line of sight there. And then we truly only need like one piece of slime for one sticky piston to get this gold farm going. So we're just gonna hang out here for a minute. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Got 5 from that. Awesome. Now we can make the sticky piston. A whole one. Alrighty, 1 sticky piston, please. Thank you. What else are we gonna need? Need a dispenser for a water bucket. That's just cobble and redstone, I believe. So we'll make a big handful of them. Yeah, more stone for you. Do I even have redstone? Ooh, we're very low on redstone right now. Okay, we need 2 droppers. It's going to be a double portal system. I find if you go beyond 2, it starts working too efficiently, you know? We are going to have to trade for some redstone though. Do I have any emeralds? I do not think so. Very few emeralds. Yes. 5 ancient debris. Ooh, fancy. What am I missing here? I don't remember. Oh, that was redstone. Okay. Oh, I think I have some emeralds in the farm. On a little chest in the side here. Nope, not that one. Oh, I thought I had some. Well, we got iron to trade, that's good. It's getting a little unorganized here. I don't like unorganized. And then, yeah, I don't know why every once in a while it pumps some into that upper chest, but yeah, whatever. We need to sell this iron so we can buy redstone. That's so inefficient. You should just go mining for it. Yeah, I know. I know. But we could trade our iron for emeralds, and then our emeralds for redstone. Why don't you have a bunch of guys that you could just sell sticks to? Because I don't want to do that. I want to sell them iron. We're gonna buy the clerics out. For sure, they're redstone. Thank you. Yes, good. Oh, I should just buy a couple. Why so mad? Oops. It was more than a couple. What was this? XP orb? Yes, please. And yeah, now with Feather Falling 4, like, boom, 1.5 hearts. Not bad at all. Okay, let's make some Mega Bender. And Ender Chest. Yeah, that should be enough. Oh, that is it right there. Boom. Oh my. Just give myself a round of applause here. We are moving into upgraded upgraded inventory management. Sorry if that clapping was really loud, my bad. Got that silk touch pick so we can pick it up. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how good this is. So happy. Alright. Alright. Now I'm distracted now. Okay, redstone, we need a sticky piston, we need 2 droppers, we'll need 2 water buckets. Oops. 1 water bucket. Soon to be 2 water buckets. Nice. Alright. We need an actual... Oh, see, look, we need to make a bunch of chests. Oh my gosh, I thought I was ready. We need a project chest. This is now the actual project chest. Droppers, the buckets for the droppers, so that is going to put the portals out. This farm is about lighting and unlighting portals, blocks, so that they get portal tick updates from the game, which is the cause for a zombified pigman to spawn in the overworld, and that is going to be kind of the bread and butter of how this farm works. So sticky piston is going to activate our observer clock, which we also need 5 observers, 6 observers. Yeah, we'll just take the whole shebang. We'll need a bunch of torches. We need at least 1 lever. We need torches to carry signal up. We need the lever to activate the sticky piston, which is already in the box. This is just me thinking through the logic of the game. So, okay. Signal, 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 signal. Logic. Then the observer chain is going to be responsible for updating these trapdoors to exploit fire tick, which will... Oh, a bucket of lava. We need a bucket of lava. Okay, that's actually not a problem. Oh, I forgot I did that. Come here. Oh, wait, actually, we're gonna use you to help dig out. Come here. By this, yeah, right here. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, I guess we need to think about getting unbreaking and mending on this shield. If only they added thorns. If only you could add thorns. Oh, bucket of lava. We're getting distracted. We're getting distracted all the way to the bottom. And then there should be lava. Speedy jumps. Speedy jumps. There should be a lava pool somewhere. Ah, here we go. And hopefully there we go. Yeah. Alright, lava source, which will try to fire spread to trapdoors, but trapdoors can't burn. And they're constantly being updated by the super fast observer clock. And because they're constantly getting updated, they're constantly doing fire spread, but they can't burn, which is another like. I realize a lot of my farms and run off of exploiting the game into thinking it's doing something, but it's not doing the actual thing, which is like a bizarre concept to vocalize. But like the XP farm works on an exploit of the armadillos taking damage, but they're not actually taking damage, you know what I mean? Hello. Oh, I hear some. Okay, we are preparing our project chest. We have the trapdoors, which will be being ignited, but not actually, by the lava bucket. That signal is ran by the observer clock, which this is all the logic for us for turning the farm on and off and activating the water dispensing system. And well, I guess technically the fire spread logic is running all the time. We're just turning on and off the water. And then all of that is so that we can have two giant portals. I don't think we need repeaters for anything really. But all the obsidian is for two giant portals, because the biggest a portal can be is 23 by 23. We're not going to go that big. Like, I'll probably still go, I don't know, 20 by 20 or something like that. But every time I go to 23, I miscount. And then it never lights. And then I have to put up another row of obsidian. Or take a side out and shorten it. Kind of deal. So we're just gonna go 20 by 20. That way I'm within parameters, or 21 by 21. And then we use slightly less materials. Next up, we need to collect in chests, which we do not have enough of. Ew, we are gonna take repeaters because we are gonna use logic. Sorting logic. We'll use the Impulse SV item sorter. Tried, true, and tested. So we'll need a bunch of hoppers, obviously. Bring them all, why not? And then building blocks. Oh, I also got jungle saplings, so we started building, or doing jungle logs. Because you can grow them faster. But chests do not discriminate. Oh yeah, we're turning all this. Boom, stack of chests. More. Boom. Okay, so now we have storage for the farm. And we'll be able to build logic. Oh, we why you think box it. We need, not repeaters, but the other ones. What are they called? Comparators? Quartz, torches, and stone. Oh no, did we cook all of our stone? Oh, we probably did. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not all gone. Okay, that's fine. Totally fine. We don't need that much stone anyways. But that does mean that we need to use some of our torches for repeaters on quartz. Oh man, we have like no quartz either. That's okay. 4 comparators, that means 4 sorters. We need to take out 1 sorter. We'll take out the zombie flesh, which we are going to keep and not burn because we have 4 clerics that will happily buy all that zombie flesh. Then after zombie flesh, we have to pull out the nuggets, which will be number 2. Then we have to pull out the gold bars, 3. And then after that, we'll only be left with gold swords, which you don't need sorting logic for, and we'll go into furnaces. Do I have some made already? No. I guess we could yank these out of the wall because we don't use them. That's not here. 2 pieces of cobble to replace where the furnaces were. Hello. Alright. Then 2 furnaces, because we'll run one of those pass-through smelters. And then that will smelt all the remaining gold swords down into nuggets that we can collect in a chest at the bottom. I think that's everything. And this has now become the redstone chest instead of project chest. Kind of like ingredients down here, I guess. This is like power sources. Yeah. Cool. I think we're pretty well ready to build. Put a bunch of extra blocks. We will take this glass. How much fuel you got, buddy? Decent. I'd like a little more glass. For the build. Hello. See, like, where did you come from? Oh wait, you go straight. You're gonna go right into our little machine. Look at that, we're almost out. Might as well brew another batch while we're standing here. Okay, next up will be to, now that we've gathered all of it, we're actually going to take 2 chests. We're gonna go to the building area. This is how I do things. We'll go here. Kind of right in front of this little cliff. We'll end up pushing this overhang back, but we'll probably ultimately keep this little cliff Okay. Hello. Yeah, I feel like this is a good area. So we're gonna put one chest here, one chest here. This one is only gonna be for blocks. And this will hold all of our ingredients. I have to get rid of all this old garden area. I don't use it anymore. Get rid of it. Pick everything up the easy way. Boom. Hoop, 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 hoop. Alright. Blocks, blocks, blocks. I guess technically blocks, 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 blocks. Logic. Logic. Sorting system. Yeah. Almost ready to build. Like an hour into stream. Alright, now we've gotten most of our supplies. What do you got for us? Acacia. Ooh, we got spruce. Oh, I bet you I don't have any emeralds. Don't despawn. I actually want that spruce. I want that spruce. We have to buy, we need 20 emeralds because I want to buy 4 saplings, or at least 1. Whoop, up we go. Into Leafland. Hello. Okay, we gotta get to 20 emeralds. Yeah, we'll just sell all this. What if he despawns? He won't. It's okay. Oh, he's gonna despawn. Just go. Go, go, go. Ah. What if he despawns? It's okay, we're gonna run and jump. Sacrifice your ankles. Oh, yes. Yes. Come here, come here, come here. Yes. Ooh, pumpkins. We don't have that either. Thank you. Oh, yes. That's enough for 2 trees. Plus we got pumpkins, which means... Boom, pumpkin seeds. Now we have melon and pumpkin seeds. Go run it over to the farming area, pop those in, boom. Got the melon, got the pumpkin, got the cocoa beans. Just got spruce. That is so good. I am so happy about spruce saplings. Okay, sheep. Oh, wood is about to be so easy. If you don't know, you can plant these in a 2x2 formation, utilizing 4 of the saplings. Like so. And you get 2 things. One, you get a really big tree that's straight up and down. So even without like something like tree capitator, it's still easy enough to harvest these trees. And 2, you get free podzol or whatever it's called. Oh yeah, that is great news. We're gonna have so much wood right away. Tee, come here. Got absolutely wrecked. Ooh, look, a torch. Yay! Hop, hop, hop. How much more stone you gotta go through? 10. And then you're into the, yeah. And it's into the glass. I also need to get a silk touch shovel and a silk touch axe eventually. And now that we got bamboo, I'd like to make automated bamboo and sugarcane farm, because it's going to be soon enough we're going to have an elytra. Oh, we need to build a creeper farm. How are we supposed to be flying around with our rockets? Normally I build like just a basic mob farm like right away, but this time I was like, no, we're building that iron farm right away. Yeah. And I'm paranoid, so I put like lightning rods all around this area so that it doesn't strike the villagers. That'd be so sad, because one, it'd burn. That'd be very bad. Two, I don't know if you know this. Oh, heck yeah. But lightning strikes near villagers, it turns them into witches. Not fun. Trust me, not fun. I like it. Yeah, food, water, ender chest on this side. But yeah, we do have durability per use, so this will eat like a decent amount, but now you gotta just come in here and boom. Look at all this wood. We have free podzol. Suspicious hole. Oh, this was where our building was at one point. Oh, that is funny. Can I plant? Will this grow? Experiment time. Let's find out if this will grow. Yay! We have a bunch of wood. We'll actually just feed this into the fuel. Or no, sorry. After sand, so that it can create more fuel for itself. Wow, just making big strides towards success every day. This is how we do it. Are you the same guy? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the same guy. I don't need anything else from you. Despawn. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, good. It's going to glass now. Alright, I guess we could start working out some of the logic and the initial collection system. You know, I keep wanting to line myself up with the center of this, but truth be told, like, the collection system is going to end up offset from the rest of the farm. And also we have to decide which way is east. Sunset sets in the west, rises in the east, right? Don't look directly at it. You'll go blind. If we had a sunflowers, that would help. Okay, so east should be this way, right? Yeah, sun's moving this way. So this should be east over here. Pointing that way. And then we can confirm with coordinates. So your x coordinate goes into the positive east. Which would be that way. Right? Okay, so, and the point of that is, if this was the side of the portal frame, or the bottom of the portal, we'll say, they're gonna spawn on the east side, but because it's bedrock, they technically don't spawn on this block. The game spawns them right beside this portal block, like right on the edge, so it looks like they're coming out of the portal, but it's like kind of here. But it truly, in bedrock, it spawns it on the adjacent block, which will be non-existent, but the game will still, once again, it will try to, which will just make the zombie piglin basically instantly fall into our trapping and sorting, or, well, ultimately, no, we're gonna unalive them ourselves. Okay, so we want our portals built this way, facing, so their faces are facing that way. So that means that the water is going to push them this way. So the unaliving chamber, they'll be collected this direction, then we want to push them down a channel this direction. And then the sorting logic and storage system would be underneath the unaliving chamber. Yes. Let's just get building. Let's just get building. Alright, so what's the last bit of our storage? Our last bit of our storage is going to be the golden swords. And that's going to be 2 wide. After that, it's going to be 1 that will collect gold bars, gold nuggets, and yes, we can tile the sorting system side by side, but every once in a while you get something funny happens and it'll like drain the sorting logic, so I like to have them spaced apart, and we have all the room in the world here, so it doesn't matter. Okay, double chest for the pass-through style furnace. Gold bars collected here. Gold nuggets collected here. Zombie flesh collected there. So that is going to be our 3 storage facilities. Technically, we won't get too many gold bars at all, because it's a very small drop comparatively to collecting the golden nuggets, but it's still a possibility. But yeah, I think that will be it. Boom, boom, boom. And it's already nighttime again. Oh my gosh. Days go by so fast. Okay, well, let's quickly cruise home and sleep. Oh, I also finally got something with Silk Touch, so I ran around one evening and took down all the beehives. And those are in the storage system outside. Yahoo! One moment, please. I will be right back. Sorry about that. I had to run and get myself a drink. Getting a little parched here. Alrighty. Now we have some glass to work with too. Oh, this is getting exciting. Gold farm. Alright. So if the zombified piglins are spawning in here, then they're going to get funneled into a water stream, which will push them this way. And then the channel will push them along this way into a unaliving chamber, which will then catch the drops and push the logic this way. I need another chest. We need a chest for junk from the project. Junk from the project. Alright. Don't need this yet. We do need repeaters, torches, dust, hoppers, and chests, of course. We also need these. Okay, this one, the one on the end is easiest. So we want this to be the foundation. If that's the foundation, then we can get away with to help save on some height here. Nah. that will take out the nuggets. Oh, yeah, you gotta see this in survival. I don't just get to fly around. And then crouch, place those. Essentially, we're just rebuilding another version of what we have running our glass through right now. Then this is going to be for the fuel, and this will be for what is getting fired. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ugh! Metallica. One more hopper. Hup, hup, hup. Oops. Crouch, jump. Then you want to put, well, you don't have to, but I'm going to put hup, double chest for fuel. And then technically this doesn't need a chest, because this will have hoppers running into it to drop off items. Now we need the hopper chain that is going to push the items along. So that we know where to hook up the logic for the storage of items. Hold up. The zombie one will have to be a double chest. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, it's in line with this, right? Anyways. Oh, well, I missed it. Wait. Oh, parkour. Then we want to, this is going to be the line of hoppers that will feed all of the different thinking that the machine is doing. One more. So essentially this is like the input line. Alrighty, next up is going to be the actual logic hoppers. So those we need facing backwards into nothing. This is design came up by everyone, as far as I know. I also followed like the Hermitcraft community, so I know these as Impulse SV sorters. So as far as I know, he is the one to first design this, and I have been using them. Although they play Java, still works on Bedrock. I have been using them religiously since he invented them. Yeah, we'll just make these double chests anyways. We won't need it, especially for the gold bar one. But I like symmetry and asymmetry, to be honest. Okay, those are the thinking hoppers. So then we can just go boom, boom, boom. And now we need to grab the signal. Through a comparator. Up there. Parkour. I think I'm doing this right. I might have to go and look up a picture, but I'm pretty sure. pretty sure I'm doing this right so far. Then that has to push a signal to, then, oops. Down, and then that functions a torch. No, wait, no. The torch is here. This is the repeater going this way. And then redstone on top. I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it. These don't need logic. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oops. Oh my gosh, twice in a row. Pretty sure that's it for the logic of sorting. And so what it's going to do is items like to fall in hoppers before they like to get pushed by a hopper. So because this hopper is going to have a bunch of like junk items, and then it's going to have whatever item we're trying to sort, right? So if this is the logic we hooked up in this system, what it's going to do is whenever an item comes into this intake line, it wants to let an item fall before it wants to push it along. So it's going to go, okay, there's nothing to fall into, push it along, and once it gets in here, it goes, oh, I could fall. If say it was a piece of dirt, it could be like, oh, dirt can go in here. So then it'll put the dirt in, and then once the sorted item hits a certain threshold, it will unlock that hopper and allow one to fall through into the system. If it can, say it was not dirt, say it was a chest, right? It'd go, oh, this is dirt, I can't put it here, I'll push it along, and it goes, oh, there's nothing here, so it pushes along. And then say that this one was set up and it did sort chests, then it would go, oh, that's a chest, I can take that and actually here. So once it hits like 41 plus 4, so 45 items is when the signal is strong enough to kind of activate. So we can watch it in action here. We got one chest in there and the 4 smooth sandstone, and we'll drop our chest in here and they'll get pushed along until ultimately they get here where they'll be pulled out of the system. But they will skip this one because it's like, oh, I can't go in there. So to see it in action, here we go, 51 chests. You can see them passing through there. They're not going in here. You can see they're passing through. And then boom, they're getting deposited in here. You can see it's building up to that threshold. And as soon as it hits that threshold, do we have only enough chests? Oh no, there should be, okay, so now if our logic is correct, there should be 10 in here. Ba-bam. And that is how the sorting system is going to work. So big shout out to Impulse SV as well for that. And he was just, I remember because I've been following him for a while. I remember he explained it. He was just kind of messing around with redstone, and he wasn't even looking for a sorting system. He just kind of like found it. I can't remember which block. Maybe it was like comparators or repeaters were added to the game. And he was just like kind of messing around, and he's like, "Oh, look what I found out!" And now it's like one of the like most used item sorters in Minecraft. I'm sure there's other ones out there, but as far as I know, and in my very tiny, humble opinion, it's very simple, it's straightforward, it works. We do need some junk items, and we have lots of levels. So what I'm probably going to do is actually, you know what, looking at my inventory just now inspired me. Oh. We are going to take a whole stack of, maybe a couple stacks. Now we don't need that many. We're going to take a stack of poppies. And it can be any item, obviously, but we have a surplus of poppies that we don't need. And you can just name the whole stack for one level. And we'll call these sorting flowers. And now because they are unique, even if for some reason poppies manage to find their way into our system, because they have these specific ones have a name ID, they will not kind of quote unquote break our sorting logic. So now we're depositing these. We're gonna go boom, 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 and just like how we were using the smooth stone before as the kind of placeholders to fill up the rest of the area. So now we can get, because we already have some zombie flesh, so we can set up, actually we should have gold too. As long as we get one in there, once the system starts running and we start getting drops, they'll just backfill that kind of quota. Oh look, we have more than enough. Well, that will do it for that. The rest of these we're going to put in there because they're special. Now, so got the rotten flesh for the sorting, and we just need to get at least one nugget and at least one gold bar so that we have sorting logic. And we can even go, we could technically even go a step beyond now. And we could first sort out the nuggets and then process the nuggets in an auto crafter and then have them redeposited in the line so that they're then deposited in the final gold bar. But that's way too fancy. We just wanted to get this thing running. Okay, so first and foremost, we want to pull out the zombie flesh. After zombie flesh, we want to pull out the nuggets. And after nuggets, we want to pull out the ingots so that nothing remains except for the swords, which will be passed down the line into here, where they'll be smelted and turned into nuggets. And that is all of the logic and storage for our gold farm. So now whenever we run it, we can just come over here and be like, oh, I need gold for golden apples. Boom, grab some gold bars, and we're off. But yeah, golden carrots and golden apples are soon going to be all we eat. We also need golden carrots for brewing, because that's how you get potions of night vision. And potions of night vision, fire resistance, and water breathing are probably 3 that we want auto brewers for. so that whenever we want any of those potions, we just can walk up to a little box and pick them up. None of this is all just for my own sake. I almost want to hook up another one of these behind it, and all its job is to make fuel for this thing. Now we can just do that by hand. Okay, so that's fuel input. Swords come in the top, nuggets at the bottom. Always double check your redstone. Double check your repeaters. Make sure they're all facing the right way. You didn't accidentally click it. You know? You got torches. You got torches in all the right areas. You didn't accidentally put down repeaters. You got down comparators. Yeah, just always double check. Which way are your hoppers facing? The logic ones are facing away, so that they can't push into anything. They can only allow things to drop through them. Yeah, and then final storage. Lots of zombie flesh, storage, nuggets, gold bars, and then processed nuggets. Foundation is down. Input line is ready to be hooked up to. Oh, we have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more furnaces. Or composters. It can be composters, as long as it's in inventory. That's going to help with lag reduction. Because with hoppers, they're always going to be looking above themselves for something to pick up, which can be taxing on the lag a little bit. So if you put an inventory above them, so something like a chest or a furnace. A lot of people use furnaces just because they're cheap. You just make them out of cobble, right? But as long as it's an item with an inventory, then the hopper isn't looking up constantly for dropped items. It's just like, okay, when the block above me has something to do, I'll then receive it. So a good way to reduce lag is just, a lot of people use composters or furnaces, and we're just shy. We need one more, right? But they're just to help with like a big chain of hoppers, and then that will help a lot with lag reduction. Especially if you have like, you know, like that sorting system is very small. If you have like a huge sorting system, yeah, that can be quite taxing. So we'll just get this in. And actually, I'm gonna want slabs. Oh. Slabs just to help with spawn proofing. These furnaces won't actually have any functionality in them though. They're just simply, like I said, for helping with lag reduction. Can we get up there easier? Yeah, there's a bit of a parkour staircase. If we face them this way, I won't see the furnace face ever. Not that it matters. Whoa. Perfect. Now the hoppers aren't constantly looking around being like, hey, what's going on here? Cool. Alrighty. Don't need any of this stuff right now. Junk from the project. I'm gonna have to cycle more glass after the charcoal though runs through. We have to run that charcoal through as the system should be getting pretty low now. Not bad actually. Sweet. Yeah, so we'll set it up to run more sand. 4 more stacks. And actually, you know what? We might as well start creating the fuel, get this thing running its own fuel. It's purely a quality of life. That's something I noticed in, I don't know if anyone's watched any hightail footage, but it's very Minecraft-esque. It's got its own charm, it's its own game, don't get me wrong. I love Minecraft, but I'm definitely going to check out Hightail eventually. I'm very excited to check it out, actually. But Hightail, by default, allows, like, falls a tree like having Tree Capitator. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, big ups. And then I was watching a video, I'm not sure if it was the developers or whatnot, but it was this video explaining that every block in their game is waterloggable, which means like you could have a river flowing and then put doors in it, and when you open the doors, the river will flow through. When you close the doors, the river will like stop. So like having like a dam system, like that's so cool. So yeah, very excited to check out Hightail soon enough. Eventually. Looks great. Like I said, very, and that's a similar vibe and vein of Minecraft, and of like open world sandbox, mobs, and structures spawn. You can build stuff, and anyways, I digress. We're playing hardcore Minecraft right now, not Hightail. But yeah, definitely think I will be checking it out in the future though. Go sleep quick. So much wood already. Oh, I love spruce. Beautiful block to build with, and just so easy to get. Spruce is goated for sure. But we can start making the charcoal for this system over here. So boom, boom, boom. And then we'll start it with some, oh no, oops, oh no, oh no, oh no, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Wrong one. Okay, that's basically what I wanted in each of them anyways. Look at that, half a stack. So let's actually, we'll put all of our logs that we're gonna smelt down, and they shouldn't pass through any of the system. They should end up in there, and once they come across and end up in here to get smelted down, these should turn on. It might only turn on one first, because it'll want to fall before it gets pushed along. So just this furnace might run at first, but once swords are only stacked single, And because swords only stack single, they can like fill. So if a sword was coming along, it would instantly fall, start getting smelted up. But then another sword will come along, it'll fall, it'll be like, oh, I can't go in there yet because it's single stack, so it'll wait. And then that will now kind of act like a filter, which will allow the next sword to push along. Fall, start smelting, backfill. Yeah. So let's throw these logs in. The first one should for sure, maybe we'll just throw in the 8 just so you can see it. Boom. But they'll all end up because they can stack, they'll all just end up in there. So we'll just put 2 in here, 2 in here, and then that should get going. Cool. Okay, so now we have our storage, our filtering logic, and our input line. So now it's a farm. We do have to do a little bit of mapping here. Sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Yeah. Okay. So we want the edge of the portal system to be like here, or here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Or we push it over this way so we don't have to go chewing out a bunch of hill here. So we'll move it over by 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now double check. 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. What's 9 plus 10? 21. So that's how long our portal system's gonna be. So if this is portal frame, okay, we can do this once again, working backwards, working from storage to the rest of the system. So we want a wall, then we want 2 wide, maybe 3 wide. So a wall, 1, 2, 2. Now if we make it too wide, we leave the possibility to put, it has to be player operated with looting for best drop rates. Three wide for the water channel. we don't... Oh, man, I'm overthinking this. Yeah, okay, that lines up. Why not? It lines up. So if they're going to be essentially... This is where they're going to be unalived. So that would be a wall. That would be a wall. Do I have any wood by chance over here? Oh, I just want some ladders. I know there's wood right there, but that's too much wood. Okay, twist my rubber arm. Wahaha. Yeah, that's amazing. Oop. Some small ones. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Hup, hup. I'm stuck. Stuck in a maze. Stuck in a maze of my own mind. Up, 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 up. We never made ladders. Look at all those ladders. Da, 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 da. Not. Don't need any of these, but that's fine. Hup. I did not bring slabs. That's what I'm standing on, slabs. So we just see their little piggy ankles. So this will be the unalive chamber where they stand and go, "Brah, brah, brah," which means they'll be pushed along. We actually want them to fall into here. Technically you want them to fall into there, not just pushed in. Yes. So want them to fall at least their height. Probably want some glass to come into play here, so we can keep our eye on what's going on in the farm. So we can watch them come tumbling in. Okay, we want them to fall at least their height, so that's at least their height. Which means they need to be coming down a track. It's at least this high. No, what am I doing? Yeah, that's fine, whatever, one more. There we go. Okay, and now this will be the water channel that they're pushed along. Good, good, good. Things are coming along swell. Oh no, where's our ladder? Right here. Oop, oop, oop. Catch me if you can. Let's watch our machine work. Is it sorting? Is it sorting? It's sorting! Yay! It's working. We did it. Awesome. So happy. So happy. Coming along. Coming along. Oop. How's the glass doing? Or charcoal, I mean. Boom, boom. Yahoo! Please, excuse me a moment while I sip my drink. Alright, alright, alright. Let's continue. We'll continue to build the waterway out now. Where's our chest? Here it is. I'll take the ladders just in case. Good, good. Looking good, looking good. Okay, so we can you put signs on glass? I don't think you can. Experiment time. But I don't think you can. It's like transparent block, right? Oh, you can. Oh, perfect. Okay. Hold in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now, you know, unnecessary to make it this long, but we're building our own machine. Maybe we kind of make this the viewing side. So we can watch them flow along. Good, good. This is just normal. Okie dokie. And then we need to put a back on this. Good, good. There they are. I like to put slabs on everything, prevent spawns from happening in places we don't want it. Plus it kind of trims it up, you know, makes it look nice. Now we can put in the water. One more bucket, I suppose. Here's the nearest water. I kind of like them. Now that they're oxidized, they kind of blend into the earth a little more. Maybe we can get away with putting like a little shrub on top, maybe like a funny little tree or something. Oop, whoops. All the zombified piglins initially. So we're gonna have two portals, kind of not side by side, but like parallel to each other. This is a wall. No, wait. Might have to be a little wider. This one portal will be here. Then we want one portal's gonna be here. Then we want three in between. I had to build something in my mind's eye for a second. So then the other portal will be here. Pretty sure. I'm sorry I'm like doing all this thinking aloud business. None of it probably makes any sense. You're just like, yes, sure, whatever you say. We can also steal a water bucket. Hee hee. Okay, yes. And yeah, we probably could have made this smaller and compacted in. Oh, if you would have done this and X, Y, Z, and it's like, it's all good. We're gonna want all this water pushing this way and this way. And we can figure out the water flow logic after. Right now we just have to worry about making a catch basin. So there. Okay. Space, one portal, 1, 2, 3, one portal, back wall. Don't have to worry about them falling off this. Well, we should go, yeah, one more. This will be the wall. Yeah, I think that's right now. And then we have to go out as far as these, you know. This is why I was so, I guess we just need the last one. But that's why I was so adamant about getting that feather falling for right away. I was like, well, we need it. I'm gonna break my ankles. Okay. Oops. One more. Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that says long. So that means we have to go one more. So we can put a wall. No. No. Stay away. Stay away. It's mine. Okay, now we have to think about water flow, and we're gonna have to step this a little bit so that we have continuous water flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? Oh, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. I made a whole extra corner for no reason. Because this is going to end up being its own channel. So that means that the next one is going to be this high. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that's where we have to step up the next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, Oh man, I'm gonna make it shorter just to accommodate for water. Okay, wait. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, okay, source block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, from source block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 source block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 source block. I'm trying to count. Then we're 2 shy. I don't want to step up again for 2. And this is gold farm is just for us. It doesn't have to be the most efficient gold farm in the world. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So then this has to be the wall. Yeah. And you know, we could have done all this in creative mode and then I wouldn't be doing this and blah 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 blah. But you know what? That's not how I play. Yee. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Wahoo! Alright, sweet. Junk from the project, junk from the project, junk from the project. Let's sleep so we can see what we're doing. Oh, stream's already pushing it at 2 hours. Holy smokes. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh. Run, hurry, run away. We might need to make more. Oh yeah, we're gonna need more stone. Do I even have more stone? Yeah, I do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Not much, but more. That goes in here to get turned into smooth stone. Guess we take this glass with us. Why not? Alright, alright. The irony. Help! Help! Oh yeah, I forgot I put my, oh no. Fight the current. Hup. Yeah, we gotta chew out all those extra blocks. But that's a problem for another day. Alright, and then the last pier to the... Oops. Sweet. Boom, boom. That here too. Oop. Oop. I'm not gonna have enough. I'm not gonna have enough anyways. Oop. About 25 or so more. Oh, where am I going? We got a crafting table right here. Oops, made a little extra. Hup. Parkour, parkour, parkour. Cool, 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 cool. Now we just gotta get the water system in. So. Parkour. What did I on here? There we go. Oop, oop. Sweet. Alright, now for the test. Right from source block here. I'm a pig. I just fell. Hands are off the controllers. We're not touching anything. We're not touching anything. Good, good, good. Right on. Perfect. Dead spot. Oh. I didn't even realize. Whoops. Alright, good. Right to the edge. Push down into the final little push. And boom, into the chamber. Awesome. Looking technical. Hup, hup. 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 Heck yeah. Well, you know what time it is. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those stats. Smokes. What a sword. Alrighty. I want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore Island Life. And quite the life it is. Alright, you have a good time, whatever time zone you're in. I want to thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you in the next one. Oh, I almost forgot. Stay odd. Bye-bye.